Good morning, students. In the previous class, we have introduced about the singly reinforced beam by working stress method. So next is stress strain diagram for singly reinforced rectangular beam section. So whenever load is applied on the beams, the bending takes place. The bending cause shortening of the top layers and elongation of the bottom layers in case of simply supported beam. But in case of the cantilever beam, the phenomena occurs opposite. That is elongation of the top layers and shortening of the bottom layer takes place. Then this is cross section of simply supported rectangular beam singly reinforced. So this is position of neutral axis and AST So this is the cross section of simply supported rectangular beam singly reinforced. So D is the overall depth of the beam section, small d the effective depth of the beam section, AST the cross section area of the steel in tension. So then we will draw the stress diagram and strain diagram. So strain diagram, the strain varies linearly from the neutral axis. So it means strain diagram will be a straight line. So strain diagram So epsilon C is the maximum strain in concrete and epsilon S is the maximum strain in steel at the centroid of the steel. So this is strain diagram. So then next is stress diagram. So this is stress diagram. So for calculation purpose, it is assumed that the section is transformed into equivalent concrete section. So it means stress in steel is replaced by equivalent stress in concrete at the level where steel is provided. So stress in steel replaced by equivalent stress in concrete. Equivalent stress in concrete, that is sigma st upon n. So sigma st is the permissible tensile stress in steel and sigma cvc is the permissible compressive stress in concrete in bending, and m is modular ratio. Its value is m is equal to 280 upon 3 sigma cbc. So then est is the cross section area of the steel in tension. So then how to calculate the depth of the neutral axis? Depth of neutral axis. So n is depth of the neutral axis from top. So position of the neutral axis, first is position of neutral axis when stresses developed in the section are given. So when the value of the stresses developed in the section are given, that is sigma CBC, sigma ST, its value is given to us. So these are two similar triangles. So by equating the sides of the similar triangle, so that is sigma CBC upon n. This value is n. So this is equal to sigma ST upon m, and this value is, this is total effective depth d. This is n. So this is d minus n. So this is equal to d minus n. So it means sigma CBC upon sigma ST upon m, this is equal to n upon d minus n. So from this equation, the value of the neutral axis, depth of the neutral axis, n can be calculated, because sigma CBC, sigma ST, its value is given to us, and m, it is also known to us. This is equal to 280.3 sigma CBC. So second, position of the neutral axis when the area of the steel is given. Second is position of the neutral axis when area of steel. So when area of the steel is given, it means AST, cross sectional area of the steel, it is known to us. So we know this is neutral axis. NA means neutral axis. Neutral axis divides the composite section into two zones, compression zone and tension zone. So this is compression zone and this is tension zone. So neutral axis lies at the center of gravity of the composite section, consisting of concrete area on compression side and area of the steel on tension side. So for equilibrium of the section, moment of area on compression side must be equal to the moment of area on tension side. Then moment of area on compression side. Moment of area on compression side must be equal to moment of area on tension side first for equilibrium of the section, then moment of area on compression side. So moment of area on compression side, this is equal to area of compression into distance of CG of the area, into distance of CG of the area from neutral axis. NA means neutral axis. So area of compression. So area of compression, this is equal to B into N. So B is the width of the section. So this is B. B means width of the section. So area of compression, N is the depth of the neutral axis. So this is area of compression is B into N. So B into N. Area of compression B into N. So distance of the CG of the area from the neutral axis. So this area lies at a distance n by 2. This area lies at n by 2 from the neutral axis. So moment of area on compression side about the neutral axis. This is equal to B into n by 2. Then moment of area on tension side. Moment of area on compression side, this is equal to B into n by 2. So moment of area on tension side. So this is equal to equivalent area of concrete. Equivalent area of concrete into distance of CG of tensile steel from neutral axis. So for calculation purpose, the section is transformed into equivalent concrete section. So equivalent area of concrete, this is equal to M into AST, where M is the modular ratio and distance of the CG of the tensile steel from the neutral axis. The value is, this is equal to, this is N, this is D minus N. This is D minus N. So moment of area on tension side, M into AST into D minus N, and moment of area on compression side, this is equal to B into N into N by 2. So for equilibrium of the section, moment of area on compression side must be equal to the moment of area on tension side. So it means D into N into N by 2. So this must be equal to M into AST into D minus N. That is moment of area on compression side must be equal to the moment of area on tension side. So this is equal to Bn square by 2 M into AST into D minus N. So this is quadratic equation in N, having two values of N. So only positive value of N is taken into consideration because N cannot be negative. So the neutral axis determined from this equation is called actual neutral axis. So actual neutral axis. Thank you.